Cheers and welcome to a text adventure / romance thingy. This right here is called Underfell by darkpetal16. This has multiple romance routes or friendship routes you can go through, but this takes you on the whole entire adventure from start to finish, and you can get various different endings. This is Underfell. Just, it's going to be a lot of reading for me. And yes, the reason I chose to put lovely red over here is to just signify that on my first run through, I am going after this skeleton. I will then go after Papyrus next, and then hopefully I can find a very fancy looking picture of Flowey. Either way though, here we go. This is the man of the hour. And I can confirm this will contain swearing, but I can put a saucy little word there. Our swear word for this Let's Play will be biscuits, because I like biscuits. Now that all of the disclaimer and, a slight explanation of what we're getting ourselves into is out of the way, let's just start. Again, I'm going to target Sans to be the one I romanticize in this. And then afterwards we're going to go for the other characters. I don't know how many in total there are that you can go for. I know Flowey is one. I know Papyrus is another. And I know Sans is one. I don't know who else. You'll have to keep an eye out for the hearts to see if we can work out which characters there's. And then you guys can decide who you want to go for. But I want to go for him out of the way first. So let's begin game. Long ago, two races ruled over Earth, as they do. Humans and monsters. One day, war broke out between the two races because they're dumbasses. After a long battle, humans were victorious. They sealed the monsters underground with a magical spell. They were all pretty happy with themselves. This was all part of your history class. You can tell which side, who exactly told this story, can't you? The humans were victorious. Humans? Human? They sealed the monsters on the ground. You never hear about the other side. There are multiple monster kingdoms, although only one in your country, as far as history is aware. And where exactly they are sealed, no one knows. Oh, really? Well, that's a new one. No one knows? No one knows they were sealed in the mountain? Wow, historians, do a better job of telling your stories. You need to warn people where you're hiding them. Anyway, one of the many mysteries lost to time, or rather to war, specifically the Great War, which took its terrible toll on humanity. That and school. Since sealing the monsters centuries ago, fewer and fewer humans are born with the ability to use magic. Oh, boo-hoo! The Great War nearly wiped out the rarities that remained, and since the war, no other human has been born with the ability to use magic. I look over at the magicians and I'm like, Which is truly a shame, as the world is still filled with magic. Yes, Disney. Humanity is coping as best it can, but it is not an easy transition. What countries remain after the Great Wars are largely dependent on magic. Well, that's unfortunate for you. Switching to an alternative power source has been struggling. Yes, forget about wind turbines, forget about all of those things. We don't need those, we just need magic. The last human who can use magic are struggling to keep up with the demand. And their aging bodies only signal humanity's time limit because obviously if magic runs out, we're all screwed. Because it's not like humans are, ingenuitive and use science or something to think of some other way to save humanity. With renewable energy or some other stuff. No. We have to 100% rely on magic because we need monsters as batteries. You, like most of the population, cannot use magic, but that's okay. You don't need magic. You have something else. Something even better. You have you. Wow. Wonderful way to end this. You have yourself. You don't need anything else. Just you. I hope you feel special. I feel absolutely wonderful. Oh my word. You fell. What the heck? I fell? Hold on, you just told me that I had me and now I fell? What do you mean I fell? You didn't mean to. Or maybe you did. It was an accident, you think? ... Oh, okay. It was a steep fall too. The kind of fall where you have time to had time to actually think about your life before you hit the ground. The kind of fall where you know in the back of your head you're going to die as soon as you hit the ground. You are going to die. You are going to die. And as soon as that dot of yellow beneath you is within reach, you will die. The world is flying too quickly to see. The only thing in your vision is that spot of yellow that are hurling towards you. Your body passes through something unseen and oddly tingly. A brush of vibrating energy. It's like falling through a blanket of electrified mist. It's such a strange sensation that it sticks out to you, even as your mind is focused on your impending death. Death, that's right, you're gonna die. You don't want that. You can't die. You simply can't. You refuse. You will not die. You hit the ground hard and everything goes black. You okay, sweetheart? You open up your... Oh wow, we got choice of different white. Why would my eyes be black? That sounds like I am possessed. Well, I'm going to go with... These are so pretty colours. Okay, blue, green. You know what? We'll give a violet. The world is blurry. It takes you several blinks before things come into focus. Your body aches and throbs. Understandable, you just fell from somewhere. But oddly enough, it doesn't hurt too bad. It's more like waking up from a long sleep in a bad position rather than the pain you get from falling from... You look up and squint. There's only the barest sliver of light above you. It's so far away, it's hardly visible. What a fall! Are you okay? I don't know. You should check. You feel around your body and check for any broken bones or cuts. To your astonishment, it really seems like you're okay. You somehow fell from a magnificent height and came out unscathed. That's a miracle. Like a baby. Babies bounce. Even your clothes are fine, aside from a little dirt. That's amazing. You're amazing. Look at that height. You survived it. You survived. Why am I talking to myself like that? If you can survive that fall, you can survive getting out of here. You are filled with determination. Good to see you, determination. I was wondering when you're going to drop in and say hi. Look at you. You pat down your stripy sweater. It was your usual looking... Okay. Oh, okay. Enough, but you didn't wear that often. Okay. Oh, I get to choose the colours. I get to choose stuff now. It was long enough to go past your hips or butt. Butt. And on the day you wore a pair of leggings? Skirt? Good lord, I can't imagine you falling down here with a skirt on. Oh, good lord, no. It's, I guess, leggings, I think. Boots. We'll just leave it as it is. Not the worst outfit to have when you fall inside a mountain. The sweater was warm and comfy and your clothes are on the sturdy side. That's right. Let's keep focusing on the bright side. How confident that you are, indeed alive, unscathed and filled with determination. Hello again, determination. Good to see you in your vibrant yellow. It is time to take a look at where you fell. You landed in a bed of yellow flowers that have been growing under the sunlight. They're unlike any flowers you've seen before. They appear cartoonish, with big petals, and languishly swaying in the non-existent wind. Bending down to give them a sniff, you notice they have no smell to them. All you can smell is the cave you're in, which smells like any other cave. Musky and weird. Taking a glance around, you find that the cave walls are smooth. They're very smooth. You don't think that can happen naturally, which means someone carved these walls into the cave. From that you infer there are people down here, or at least were at some point. You don't remember any history lessons about Mount Ebott. Aside from the superstition surrounding it, it was a perfectly normal mountain. Would you like to elaborate about the superstition surrounding it, main character? You mean to tell me it's a superstitions, whatever. You You can't recall there being any mining operations set around the mountain. It was nearly pristine on the outside. So, when was this cave carved out? Taking a few steps forward, you were caught off guard when a flower sprouted out of the ground in front of you. The flower is, unlike the others, is slightly bigger and most notably has a face on it. Although the face looks badly damaged and the petals are wilted. Oh, poor baby. The flower knows Susan immediately and lets out a whimper. A human, what are you doing down here? You tell the flower you fell. You pointed up. Excuse me, why am I just casually replying to a talking flower? You want to know what? Never mind. My character's always weird. But in a normal situation, would you really respond to the flower and say why you were there? Wouldn't you pause and be like, wait, how is the flower talking perfect English to me? Why is it sentient? And why is it even asking me stuff? Am I already dead and I just think I'm physically alive? Or did I get drugged? Oh no, you should leave. This place isn't safe. You ask the flower what happened to it. The flower winces. I'm not very strong, so the others like to pick on me when they see me. The spot is usually safe to hide. You just confirm there's more people down here. The flower looks at you expectingly. You notice there's a slight tremble to it. It is afraid of you. That's a first. Well, okay, a lot of this is a first. Surviving the floor, meeting a talking flower, having the flower be afraid of you. Well, if you think about it logically, are you surprised the flower is scared of a human? Humans pick flowers. Humans, we have lawnmowers. I think we're pretty terrifying for a simple flower if they know about lawnmowers, what gardeners do, what a flower shop is. I mean, to them, a flower shop looks like a butcher shop. Or is it me? Would anybody besides me think that to Flowey that would be a butchering shop? The same way, like, if a pig went to a butcher shop and be like, oh my god, this is where they kill my people. All of this is strange enough to make you wonder if you really did die back there and this is all just a very weird afterlife. If it is, why is only one flower talking? I mean, at least in Alice in Wonderland, she had multiple flowers talking, but all of them were sassy and rude. I'm just saying. Right, where was I? Oh, yes. You asked the flower why it's afraid of you. Aren't you going to kill me? The flower asked. Those are the rules of this world. It's kill or be killed. Down here. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so this is a look we can flirt with Flowey. You could never hurt such a cutie. The flower gives you a confused look. What? You smile and reassure the flower you will not attack. The flower smiles weakly at you. Do you not know where you are? Don't you realise the danger you're in? You ask the flower to elaborate. You're in Underfell. In this kingdom, it's kill or be killed. That goes double for humans. Every human who's fallen down here has died. Every human? This is a definite problem. It'd be a shame to survive such a spectacular fall only to die. An hour later. No biscuit and crumbs. You realise this might explain the superstition about the mountain. It is said that any who venture into the mountain do not return. It is a notorious legend that they no longer send search and rescue parties for those who go missing because the searchers also go missing. Oh, well, that's freaking unfortunate. And also, wait, doesn't that mean they'd have enough souls then? If the search teams and the rescuers also go missing, why don't the monsters have enough souls then? Because it's not like a search team and a rescue team is only consist of one person. It's going to be multiple people. What? Does it only work if it's a child soul? Does the barrier have preferences? Or is it that the humans actually never leave and they just tortured them? That would explain the warning. Maybe that's why. Well. Do they fall into the mountain and meet the same fate? Oh, well, I mean, they could. Actually, no, wait. Is there rescue teams? Wouldn't they be smart enough to bring ropes and climbing gear? They're not going to be dumb like you and fall into the mountain from the top. At least I hope not. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel safe. A person shows them, they're like, hey, I've come to rescue. How'd you get in the mountain? Oh, I just jumped in. How are we going to get out, genius? Yeah, no, you're not saving me. Go elsewhere. Pass. I don't want to be saved by you. Anyway, moving on. It's not, let's see. It's not even a blessing you survived the fall. Most don't because of the means the monsters will... It's not even a blessing you survived the fall. Most don't. Because that means the monsters will get you instead. The flower mumbles. I don't suppose you can climb. You look at the way you fell. You do not think you can climb that, and you tell the flower such. I'm sorry, human, the flower said. I wish I could help you. I really do, but I can't even help myself. The flower shrinks into itself, hunching over. You give the flower a smile and reassure it it'll be okay. Will you? Yep. Enter your name. That's right, because you have you. What is with this? Because you have you thing that's going around, I have myself. I don't know if that's reassuring. The flower looks up at your smile, and tenderly smiles back. I think introductions are in order. Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower. Who are you? I'm Twinkle. I am Twinkle. That's a nice name. Is it your only name? Your face twists. It is not. You have a nickname. Frisk, excuse you? No. It's... Oh my goodness, no. I'm like, no. Let's see it. Here we go. It's a nickname that you honestly have no idea how you got. Thank you. The flower bounces a bit in place and smiles. That's a funny nickname, but I think your real name is nicer. You thank him. Flowey bops his head. You ask him how you can leave since you can't climb. You'll have to go out the main barrier, said Flowey. Before that, you'll need to escape these ruins. You glance around the cave. These are ruins? Yes, although it mostly serves as a graveyard now. Oh, that's not reassuring at all. A graveyard? What do you mean a graveyard? Oh yeah, because people fell down and died. Wait, where are the you wanna know what? I don't know what the bodies are. What if they eat them? Okay, now I'm scaring myself. That's horror tale. The Underfell is not like horror tale. They don't eat them. Do they? No. Sure they don't eat them. They don't eat them in this AU. I hope. I hope nobody in this AU eats humans. That'd be concerning. That's way too dark. That's horror tale. Flowey said, up ahead you'll understand. It seems like Flowey knows his way around. You asked Flowey if he could show you the way out. Me? But I'm so weak. I can't protect you, the flower stumpers nervously. You reassure Flowey it's okay. You can protect both of you. Flowey looked startled. Both of us? You would protect me? Absolutely. I don't know what to say. Flowey lowers his head. He falls silent for a minute before he looks back up and offers you a weak smile. If you're sure, then thank you. I'll come with you, although I can't move right now. I'm too weak. I had to use most of my magic to escape. Wait, escape? Escape from what? Hold on, is my character gonna actually ask him what was he running? What was he escaping from? Is it Mama Tori? Oh yeah, Tori's gonna not like me, is she? I can't trust Tori. Can I trust Tori in this AU? I don't think I can trust Tori in this AU. I need to remember, I can't trust Tori. In that case, you'll have to find something to carry Flowey in. He mentioned there were other humans who fell before. Perhaps they might have left something behind when they fell. You don't see anything in your immediate area, so you'll have to look ahead. You tell me you'll be right back. There's only one way forward. So the path you take. From the flower bed, you enter a long, dark corridor. There's next to no light, and you find yourself reaching for your phone in your pocket. It doesn't have much of a charge left, and unsurprisingly, there's no signal. Although finding that it isn't even cracked from your fall immediately fills you with determination, because if the phone survived the fall, there is hope for us. And I drop my phone quite a lot, by the way. I drop my phone so often, it is not funny. I swear phones are just designed to drop from time to time. They're like Furbies. Have anybody ever had a Furby? Like a long time ago, those things were notorious for just suddenly falling off shelves and stuff. I don't know why, but my Furbies kept falling all the time. I don't know, maybe our house had a ghost and the ghost just didn't like the Furby. Understandable. Using your phone light, you make your way down the hallway. It is made up of dark, cracked cobblestone. There are numerous fracture lines running through the walls and ceiling. You run your hand along the wall and find that it is rough and crumbly, and pebbles free itself from the walls and fall onto your boots. You blink your violet eyes upon exiting the tunnel, and as soon as you step out, torches flare to life inside a large room. That is not at all concerning. It is a wide room with cobbled walls and decaying pillars. It is not much different from the tunnel, except the dirt floor has many, many mounds in it. Oh, good lord, did I just walk into a graveyard? To your right, you see dozens upon dozens of mounds with a stone perched upon each of... Oh my goodness, I just walked into the graveyard. Well, at least they're kind enough to bury them. So at least some monsters going out of their way to bury them, which is very considerate. Or at least someone that is very clean and just doesn't want the bodies to like decay around the place and wants a mess in their home. Maybe it's Tori. Can't imagine Tori going out with a shovel though. I can see Asgore doing it because Asgore was a gardener, but still. Let's see. There is a discarded pile of junk in the back corner. Some of it's familiar. You inch close and you recognize many of the old items. Backpacks, an old bicycle. Wait. Somebody fell in with a bicycle? How did you manage that? Camping gear and so on. You realize with a sinking feeling that these are the items that must have fallen with the other humans. It must not be everything. There's at least 50 graves, and this is a small pile. The monsters likely took what they deemed useful, and the rest was left to rot. You notice a sturdy pet backpack among the pile, the kind designed to carry cats or small dogs around on walks. That is concerning. Yeah, but it's the fact that it's a pet backpack. Where's the animal? I hope they didn't have the animal in the backpack, or if the animal was in the backpack, the monsters just let the animal out. I am not okay with violence towards pets, okay? I'm not okay with that. So that's where I draw the line. That's a no-go for me. Anybody hurts the kitty or the dog or like the little bird or something, no. I draw the line. No. I'm going to, for my own sake, I'm going to just believe that the monster was like, okay, humans died. Oh, look, they got a little animal in the bag. Let's let the animal out. I know his kill will be killed. I'm going to imagine they didn't kill it, okay? I'm going to just imagine they were like, oh, open the bag, the animal got out, ran away, and it was fine. It found a place to live amongst the monsters. Someone who didn't want to kill him. You know, or something. I'm worried. I don't like this part. Why? Maybe it was just an empty one. Maybe they were like, you know, I'm going to go see my friend. I'll bring this pet backpack. Maybe the animal wasn't even in the backpack. Maybe the animal's still at the top and has run off into the forest or something. Anyway, but it's big enough you could fill it with dirt and place Flowey inside. God dang it. You reluctantly take the bag, hoping its previous owner had a quick death at least. You said previous owner, so you're also talking about the animal. Oh my god, the animal died. Oh my goodness gracious me. Yes, let's hope for that. You also notice a small first aid kit. You think it might help Flowey, so you bring it with you. Would first aid kits work on Flowey? I mean, Flowey's a monster. Would it be safe to use certain things from the medical kit on him? Because you don't know if he'll have a reaction. With the backpack and the first aid in hand, you return to Flowey. The flower monster brightens up when he notices you. You're okay, thank goodness, he says. You smile at him and tell him that you have something for him. For me? What? You take out the first aid kit first and start to apply it. He flinches at the wipes, then smiles at you again when you put a bandage on his face. Thank you, human. No one's been so nice to me in a very long time. Oh, poor thing. You show Flowey the backpack and ask if he'd be okay to join you in this way. Yes, that's perfect. Until I'm strong enough to move around again, it'll do nicely. That's good. You're pleased Flowey is happy. You carefully scoop up dirt into the backpack and then you gently place Flowey inside. His roots tickle your hand as you settle him. You slip the backpack on. It's time to move on. Okay, so when it comes to this, we also need to water Flowey, right? Or, you know, hopefully Flowey's not going to be moved around too much inside it. Because, I mean, it's built for a pet, an animal that's supposed to just sit there. This is dirt. Hopefully he's okay and he doesn't fall too far forward. It's time to move on. When you re-enter the room with mounts, you spare another glance at the graves. These are the graves of the humans that died from the floor, Flowey explained. The runeskeeper and Toriel buries them here. Oh, okay, so it is Tori. I don't see Tori hurting an animal. I really can't imagine her doing that even in this world, because it's Tori. Then again, it is Underfell Tori. It's a kill world, but the thing is, she disagreed with Asgore. She has, like, different morals. Or maybe the animal died from the fall too. That they weren't like very cushioned because it's the bad part and the bad part. Maybe they landed on it and they took all the weight. I don't know. I'm not going to think about it anymore. I just want a happy ending for the pets that may or may not have lost their lives in this. You express of plain curiosity encourages Flowey to continue. She's not good. She's kind of crazy. Flowey worriedly looked around the room. She acts nice to humans who survive, then kills them. Don't trust her. Unfortunately, the only way out of the ruins is through her house. So we have to sneak by her somehow. Oh, great. That sounds like fun. You have to get through it regardless. Let's give them a prayer. You linger at the grave. Over 50 humans fell and died here. None of them have some names on them. Yeah, but not just them. Possibly pets died too. You recall the superstition about the mountain. There are many people who have gone missing. These humans died alone and their families have never received closure. It was kind of the monsters to bury them, although judging from the state of the mound, it looks like that was the only kindness shown. The rocks placed upon each grave are caked in dirt. There are no flowers for these deceased, nor names upon their stones. They are alone in death as they were when they died. You think back to the flowers at the start of your journey, beautiful, vibrant, and joyful and bright. It is not much, but you head back to the patch of flowers and you take a few. Hold on now, is it okay for us to take some flowers? Like, we're not at all, like, accidentally, like, causing Flowey to be concerned that we may do something to him? Let's hope our character covered the window for Flowey or turned him away and explained what they're gonna do so that he doesn't feel any concern that we might pick him. Anyway. There's not enough to give to each grave, but you hope the sentiment will be appreciated. You place the flower at the center of the graveyard. You do not have time to clean each one. You do not know how long your journey will take, and it would be for the best if you tried to make it back out before it gets dark, but you can at least offer your company. You take a seat at the front of the rows of graves. A wind blows through the cavern. Let's see. Give him a prayer of hope. I hope, prayer of peace. You feel gazes on you. They are not unkind. You sit in silence. You are not unnerved by the sensation of being watched. You instinctively know they mean you no harm. There is suddenly an extra weight in your pocket. It is a startling sensation. You reach into your pocket and pull out a gold chain. It has a clasp and a hook on it. which tells you it belonged as part of a necklace or locket, although it looks like it's missing the other piece. It does not belong to you, and you have no reason to have such a thing. Where did it come from? The gazes are gone. You look down at the chain and you understand. As you get up, you think you catch an echo of thank you. Aww. Is that Kara? That could be Kara. That must be Kara's necklace. Oh, bless. Poor thing. You and Flowey press on. Oh gosh, we're going towards Tori now. That's Tori's rune music. We're going into the runes, folks. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's carry on, shall we? Each step into your journey is met with an echo. The halls and the caverns of the ruins are massive and empty. The silence is overbearing. If not for your footsteps, you might have gone insane in that silence. Flowey does not say a word. You get the feeling that the flower monster is tired. He rests his head on your shoulder as you walk. Oh, so he's inside the backpack, the bottom part of him, but he's, like, the top is open in the bag so he can come up there. Okay, I get it. It feels like 10 minutes go by until Flowey speaks. He says, "Be careful of the discarded traps. These ruins used to have a lot of puzzles and traps, but the last human that came through here destroyed them. No one has bothered to reset them." Oops. You can see the first of these destroyed traps in the next room is a pit with spikes in it. Good lord. Oh my. Scratch that. You see several pits with spikes in them. You peer down each one, although it is too dark to see the bottom, and your phone flashlight is not strong enough to compensate. As you progress through the dissipated structure, you wonder what this place used to be for. I don't want to know. It must have been something before it became a ruin, right? You ask Flowey. I don't know, Flowey admits. It's always been a ruin to me, and I'm too scared to approach the other monsters myself to ask. You were sure, Flowey, that's okay. Maybe you can figure it out. The walls and floors are made with stone. They are mostly uniform. Since the monsters were sealed before the Industrial Revolution, the only way to obtain the How do we know this? Excuse you. Hold the phone now, character. How do you know this for a fact? Or is this just because I'm the person reading and I'm supposed to know when this was? This doesn't necessarily mean that my character knows that that's what that is. Would mean that these stones were carved by magic, which makes sense. This is a monster kingdom and monsters primarily use magic. This place was built into the mountain deep. Inside and there are many pillars with odd carvings into them. It might be monster writing. When monsters and humans shared the surface, they developed one verbal language to use globally, known as Domachi? Domachi? Feel free to correct me if I pronounce that completely wrong. I probably just did. Each race retained their own language, however it's no longer common practice. The human language before that has largely died out. Do you ask Flowey about the writings? Well, yes, we can ask him about the writings. I don't see why we shouldn't. You motion to one of the pillars and ask Flowey about the writing. Flowey squinted. Sorry, Twinkle, I can't read that. That's okay. Maybe you'll meet a monster who can. You enter another room. To your surprise, you are not alone. Riddip, croaks a gravelly voice. Here comes Frogget. Oh no, a monster! Flowey's voice cracks with fear. Run away! The frog monster is about half your size and twice your weight. It looks at you with beady eyes. You feel something inside of you stir. There's this rush of energy, something familiar and tangible. It is a sensation similar to when you are falling in the first place. You are filled with determination. Your heart pumps in your chest. There's a glow inside of you waiting to burst free. Flowey gasps. Your soul! It's visible! You look down at your chest. Yes, there it is. A heart in the colour of red, blue, purple, pink. Oh, we have pink. Why not? We'll go with Betty. We'll go with Betty's colour pink. That's you. That's your soul. The accumulation of your being. But why do you see it? And why do others? Humans with a soul strong enough to be visible Our number one target's in Underfell. Oh wait, it's Flowey talking. Whoopsie. Humans with a soul strong enough to be visible are number one targets in Underfell, Flowey says nervously. Now that Frogget knows you're one of them, you'll have to kill him to make sure he can't tell anyone in this world is kill or be killed. No, there must be another way. That's right, there has to be another way. You turn to Frogget, who opens their mouth and lets a stream of flies. Flies fly erratically at you. Don't let it touch your soul! Flowey cries out. You step back, narrowly dodging the flies. They dissipate moments later. You put your phone away to ensure you don't accidentally drop it. The time is now. You are filled with determination. Here comes Frogget. The room is dimly lit. The only source of light comes from the flickering torches along the wall. The flame produces such a small amount of light in its difficulty to see small detail. It doesn't help that these ruins are made of dark-stained stone. It feels like you're in a tomb. Frogget stares at you. Life must be difficult for this monster. Well, then compliment him. You compliment Frogget. Frogget doesn't understand what you're saying, but is flattered anyway. The monster fidgets in place for a moment before it hops closer. Frogget gives you a smile. Ah. The room is dimly lit, blah, blah, blah. Frogget stares at you. Life must be difficult. You show Frogget some mercy. You smile back at Frogget. An understanding has been reached. You bid the monster a good day and you head on your way. There we go. Well, that was the first battle. It's kind of like just a test run to show you, like, you just choose an option and then you survive it. So, it's gonna get harder when it's the other ones. Heh. Heh. I should have brought a drink of water. Or, like, a drink. Oh, I do have a drink. Oh, thank goodness. I'm gonna drink water, actually. Let's grab my water. I got a lot of reading to do. If you guys want me to go down, like, the route to Flowey, the route of Sans Papyrus, or someone else, let me know. Anyway, we're gonna keep on reading. Alright, here we go. Why did you do that? You should have killed him, Flowey tells you, worry evident in his tone. If the other monsters know about your soul, you'll be hunted. You tell Flowey you'll be okay. Oh hey, the ruins you're in have flowers now. The flowers aren't alive, but you're interesting to know why there used to be living flowers here. There is no sunlight down here. There's barely any light at all. How do flowers grow? Magic! What else could magic do? You walk through the door and down the tunnel. Your phone light flickers and dies out as soon as you reach the next room. A glance on your phone tells you that the battery has officially died. Oh goodness, am I about to bump into Tori? Because we saw Frogget. If we see Frogget, that means Tori's... Is it Tori or not the bloke? We're going to bump into probably. The idea of one day charging your phone fills you with determination. The next area you enter has more puzzles, although they are sadly broken. Why did the humans destroy all the traps and puzzles? Some look dangerous, but others do not. You stare at some of the levers broken and rusted and wonder what they used to be for previously. They're different from the other humans, Flowey observes. Why do you care about broken puzzles? Why indeed? Another question instead. Why do monsters set up puzzles and traps? It seems like it would make things harder. I don't know, Flowey admits. Not all monsters like puzzles. It's just that ones that go pretty hard on them. Does Flowey... Me? Sometimes, I guess. And you? You do not have a chance to answer as you notice another monster in your way. Although this one is not a frog. The red outlined ghost has a sinister smile on his face and lines reminiscent of dried tears down each eye. Oh, it's Snobster Blook! Oh no! It's Snobster Blook! What is Snobster Blook doing here? Bam 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 bam. The faint odor of ectoplasm permeates the vicinity. The air feels noticeably colder as you had stepped into a freezer. You cannot suppress your shivers. Well, let's cheer him. You smile patiently at Napstablook. Napstablook's expression changes. His sinister smile slowly recedes. Here comes Napstablook. Cheer him again. Okay, so with him it's cheer, cheer. Okay. Well, it's apparently cheer, cheer. So you tell Napstablook a little joke. Napstablook's expression changes. He is now frowning. His demeanor shifts. His body brightens from crimson red to a pale white. He says in a quiet voice, "I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?" Here comes Napstablook. Okay. Oh, I can flirt with Napstablook. I didn't notice when I clicked flirt. I can actually flirt with him, so I can go for all the characters. Well then. Okay, now the question is, do I flirt with him now, since he said he's sorry? Let's see. You're sure that all is forgiven and you give him a wink. You think you heard a sound of disgust from the backpack, but it's so quiet you can't be sure. Uh-oh, Napstablook. Mumbles Napstablook, a slight pinkish tin on his face. Napstablook's form quivers and then fades away. Okay. Alright, so that was a bit more difficult. So if you want to go for Napstablook, it is cheer, cheer, then you can choose to flirt with him, and then he goes away. Do not go cheer, flirt. He will kill you. Okay, we're also going to save. So just to show and saves, here we are, the current path. Okay. The path is clear and you must carry on with your journey. You aren't even trying to attack them? Flowey says, his tone dubious. Why would you? Do you not think they'll kill you? It's a kill be killed in this world. The humans before you understood that. Did they really? Of course they did. Humans are monsters. There might be some odd exceptions every now and then, but as a whole, there's no way we can all get along. You disagree. Flowey smiles weakly at you. I admire your determination, even if it's misplaced. Oh, my sweet little flower, you are going to learn that I am very determined. You disagree again. Your determination what makes you you. It hadn't led you the wrong way yet. You don't think monsters and humans can get along. Quite the opposite. You think they could get along very well. You tell this to Flowey, who gives you a wan smile. The two of you carry on in silence for many more minutes. The path through the ruins is linear, and you do not come across any new monsters. Eventually, you reach your destination. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. We reach our destination. Does this mean Mama? Oh, no. We're about to come to Mama Tori. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this, folks. We're doing good. We're doing great. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I don't know if this is a type of adventure people would enjoy. But so far I'm enjoying it. Anyway, there's a house ahead of you. At the front of the house is a dead tree that is so old and rotting it is a small wonder it's still standing. It's because it's very determined. The black stone steps lead up to the house are cracked and falling to pieces. That's a hazard. I could die on that. The dark paint is peeling on the outside of the house and the windows are boarded shut. It's the accumulation of every horror movie house you've ever encountered. You know you must go through it. You survived the fall. You can survive this. You are filled with determination. All I can hear outside the door is Poppy jumping at the wall. 1 second. I will be right back. I have returned. So sorry about that. Poppy decided she wanted to fling herself at the wall. She tends to climb the wall by my door for some reason. I don't know why. Flowey stretches up from his spot in the backpack. He gently nudges into your neck. You can do this, Twinkle. Let's get through this together. With a firm nod, you head up the stairs. The front door, a dark thing made of old wood, offers no resistance as you push it open. Contrary to the outside, the inside is well kept. The numerous candles that cast a warm glow around the front room. Stepping inside, your boots sink into a golden carpet. There is a hallway to your right, a hallway to your left, and right in front of you are stairs. Flowey whispers, "The way out is down the stairs. Hurry before Toriel notices us." You follow Flowey's advice and head down the stairs. They lead you to a long, empty hallway. It feels rather strange to be going further down in order to ultimately climb up and out of the mountain. But this whole ordeal is strange, so what's a little more strangeness? When you make it out of here, you're certain that the other humans will want to meet the monsters. There's so much magic in the world, and with little to no wizards left, monsters are the only ones who can use magic. You're positive the majority of humans will be thrilled to have monsters rejoin the surface. You wonder why the monsters who can use magic have not destroyed the barrier. It could be very old by this point, and that should be easy to destroy. Little does the character know. It requires soul power. You may not be a wizard, but it's common knowledge that spells deteriorate with time. That's one of the reasons why magic users are so valued in society. You're the only one who can refresh century-old spells that have kept cities running. The fact that the barrier still exists is unexpected. You very much doubt the spell is strong enough to keep an entire kingdom of monsters out for centuries, so then why? Because it does, as it says on the tin. You reach the end of a long hallway and arrive at a massive door. There is a padlock because she is smart in front of the door, and quickly Jimmy shows that it's locked tight. Yeah, it does, because why wouldn't she have locked the door? I mean, let's be honest. Tori in Undertale doesn't lock the door. She doesn't padlock it. You can just push it open, right? So, but she's smart. She's like, I'll just put a padlock and keep the key. A human? You turn away from the locked door and face a tall monster. Her voice is soft and gentle, a contradiction to the uneasy feeling you're getting when you stare into her big yellow eyes. My, what big eyes you have! She, like Frogget, has animal characteristic. She's most like a goat, with her head shaped that way, and two white horns atop her head. She's wearing tattered robes, and her very large claw hands are clutched tightly together. You don't want to go out that way, she says. It's Toriel, Flowey whispers in the ear. Run! Run where, Flowey? Seriously, in this incident, what do we do? She has fireball powers. She doesn't need to run after me. She only has to throw a fireball at me and I'm dead. And besides, we're stuck between her and the padlocked door. We can't get around her, or even if we do get around her, it's a straight hall, right? Meaning she's just going to toss a fireball down. I doubt we'll make it to the stairs in time, and if I'm honest, the fact that you're on the back of me would mean you'd get burned first. You ask Tori, why not? They'll be much cooler. Come, human, you must be tired, right? Why don't you join me for some tea? Tea? I'm suspicious. Tori doesn't like tea. That's Asgul's thing. There's something going on. This goat. Can't trust this goat. She likes tea. We don't trust. Don't trust her, Flowey warned. She'll kill you. You choose not to trust Tori. If Flowey says don't trust her, let's not trust her. He knows what he's talking about, and he hasn't led me wrong so far. He's been right about people trying to want to kill me. I'm gonna trust the flower. You square your shoulders and tell her no. She flinches. Human, please. You tell her no. You tell her you want to leave. You can't. It's too dangerous out there. Please come with me. Everything will be much better with me. You remain firm. You want to leave. You kindly ask her to unlock the door. Toriel's demeanor shifts. Her eyes harden and her claw hands clench into fists. No, you do not understand what you are asking, human. You do not know, but I am giving you a mercy. Please accept this mercy and come with me. You tell her no. Tori's eyes close. Very well. She reopens them. You will have to pry the key from my dust, human. Oh, good lord. Whoa, that escalated quickly. You refuse to fight her. You are filled with determination as flames appear around her hand and she throws them at you. You reflexively try to move out of the way. You just barely dodged it. Your soul has flared to life on your chest, steadily beating. Its light shines a bright pink. She does not respond to you, but you see her face twist into a grimace. Pooh, you refuse to fight. She looks away from you briefly, her body shaking. Stop! She hurls more fire at you. You refuse to fight. You jump away, stumbling but quickly catching yourself. You right yourself up just in time for her to throw more fireballs at you. You refuse to fight. She's quivering. Stop! You refuse to fight. Flowey shouts to you to defend yourself. At the very least, you will not. Her whole body is shaking. Her yellow eyes do not seem to be looking at you anymore, but rather through you. Her voice cracks. Stop! She shoots a plume of fire at you. You only have a split second to dodge. Okay, so the problem here is now, this is an actual fight with her, so I'm going to have to, guess my dodges, because if I fail to dodge her correctly, I'm dead. I died. Oh wait, she's talking. Hold on now. I need to check this with Tori. Does it matter which one I do? I don't... No, it doesn't matter which one you do. You do not succeed in dodging. The flames hit you, scorching till you are nothing but ash. You have died. Why did you make me do this? She throws another fireball at you that you refuse. Okay. You refuse to fight. Okay, so this is what she said before. Okay, so we actually have to die with Tori to learn her route, what she's doing. Okay. So this is it. She shoots a plume. You roll under her flame. You roll under it and pop up right in front of her. You're close enough to hit her. You could hurt her. You will not. Attack her! Fight! Flowey's voice is shrill in your ears. You tell her you don't want to hurt her. She scrambles away from you and shrieks. You think I do? You tell her you don't want to fight. She screams at you. You must fight back! She throws more fireballs. And they wildly soar around you. Are you insane, Twinkle? Attack her! Flowey yells at you, but you refuse. What are you doing? Tori's voice cracks, her yellow eyes wide and manic. Stop! I'll hurt you! You will not attack her. Do something! Anything! She screams, her form shaking, her fire flickers in and out of existence. Fight me! Attack me! But you refuse. She shrieks, sending a wall of flames at you. There's no way to dodge and you brace yourself for death. However, the flames have no heat to it. The magic inside has lost its malice. Tori falls to her knees, clutching her head. I don't understand. I will kill you. I have to. It's kill or be killed in this world. You hug her. You drop to your knees and hug her. She shudders under your touch. And at once her arms envelop you, she shakes in your arm. It is so much crueler out there, sweet human, Tori whispers. At least here, I could have put your soul to rest. You pat her back. She squeezes you tightly, burying her face in your shoulders. Thank you, she whispers, her voice coming out in a raspy croak. Thank you, it's been so long. You tell her you are happy to be her friend. Oh, poor Tori. Doesn't really want to kill anyone, but because the rule is kill or be killed, she's pretty much forced to do it. Poor mummy goat. Poor baby girl. My God. Mama Tori. I wish that were true, she whispers. You ask her why she doesn't think that way. My husband, she trails off. You should avoid him. Sneak past him if at all possible. Tori trails off, a distant look in her eye. When you give her a squeeze, she startles and hugs you back fiercely. She blinks, her golden eyes at you and offers a wobbly smile. I wish you good luck, sweet human, she says. I hope you do not meet any other monster down here, so you may be spared their cruelty. She seems reluctant to let you go, but after a minute of hugging, she does. I will unlock the doors for you. Please, do your best to survive, okay, human? You assure her you will. May I know your name, dear human? You tell her your name. Tori smiles. Twinkle, I will not forget you. I hope very dearly that you do not lose your kindness in this world. You hope so too. It is time for you to leave. You leave the ruins. End of ruins. You only died twice. The Zeal's now does possible here. Good job. It seems like you and Flowey are on the way to becoming two peas in a pod. You obtain a mysterious chain. It looks important. You had Tori. She won't forget your warmth. Bright light binds you momentarily as you step out of the ruins. Okay, so that was chapter 1. And we still haven't met Sans. We're going to meet Sans in the next part. So, yeah. I really hope you guys are going to enjoy this type of adventure. It's going to be very different. It's going to be like... This is going to be like a really long series because I've got a lot of routes to cover. Apparently.